everybody, and welcome to Goldeyes Extra Inning here on Shaw TV on Bark at the Park night here at Shaw Park. Kevin Hirschfield, have you ever seen anything like it?
This is quite the scene. I had a terrifying incident a couple minutes before we went on air. There's a dog right below us. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, of course this is going to happen, and the dog barks, and I leapt about a couple inches out of my seat. This is going to happen all night, so I better get used to it. This is a tremendous scene, though. It's another reason, a great reason to get out to a Goldeyes game. They have so many great theme nights here throughout the year, but I think this one is probably one of the highlights of the summer, and you can see by the response, I think it certainly is.
Yeah, so for folks who don't know, Bark at the Park night is a night when fans can bring their dogs to the park. Some dogs, you'll notice, are on laps. Other dogs have their own seats, and the Goldeyes have taken care of all of the logistics as far as having hundreds of dogs at the park. And this is actually part of a world record attempt, which we'll find out a little bit more about later, whether we think we're going to break the world record for number of dogs at a sporting event. But yeah, just a super cool evening. I would say if you're not a dog lover, that's okay, because the dogs are kind of all in a few sections, and then the rest of the stands are dog free.
They're great.
But the concourse, dogs all over the concourse.
I thought we were going to have a trouble shooting this hit because there'd be dogs barking everywhere, but these guys are being awesome. Yeah. I think they're really enjoying the game, so this is great.
Yes. Well, we've got a whole show as well coming up. We're going to show you some sights and sounds from Bark at the Park here tonight, but we've got a lot of other great content coming up in the show as well. You had an opportunity to put a microphone on Tom Vaeth and find out what happens with the guy standing on the first baseline, the first base coach throughout a game. A really cool idea for a feature.
Tom Vaeth likes to talk, and you're going to find out he had some really interesting things to say, not only to his players, but to the umps as well. He's a great character. He has some great advice, though, and that's, I think, one thing we wanted to show in this hit for sure. Him and David Bergen have a really cool conversation, and you'll see it in our piece, so that was really very interesting.
All right, well, we are going to start our show with those sights and sounds, and then we'll follow it up by the top 5 plays for this episode of Goldeyes Extra Inning. Well, we've grabbed Goldeyes pitcher Edwin Carl before the game because we ran into him with his dog. This is the happiest dog I've ever seen to see an owner.
Yeah, she's very excited, I know. She's very distracted out here today, so I don't think she was expecting to see me, so she's pretty excited.
So obviously you have your dog up here with you, and your fiance lives here. It must be nice to have that whole family here together, including the dog as a member of your family.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, win or lose, she's always excited to see me when I get back, and she definitely keeps my fiance company when we're gone, so it couldn't work out any better.
Well, you probably recognize this guy. He's known now just as Sam, former Winnipeg mayor and, of course, owner of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. And we're here on the Bark at the Park night, and you're a big part of organizing this night. I bet there's a lot that goes into making this thing go off.
A lot of hard work from a lot of people, no question about it. You know, you have to get the people to get all the forms done, you know, sign the waivers, of course. We have to get permission from Guinness World Book of Records. And then, of course, we got to make sure we're totally dog friendly, which I think we are. We've got the fire hydrant set up, we got the white watering hole set up, we got the artificial sod set up. I mean, this is a dog park. We've got the treats for them. All the promotions, as you probably know by now, are dog related. And the people seem to absolutely love it, which is so great.
So how many dogs are we expecting, and what number do we have to hit to break the world record?
The Guinness World Book record is 1,122 dogs. We got an outside shot right now, okay? You know, I think we're probably going to be somewhere maybe around that 800 mark, but we'll see. We didn't start till May, unfortunately. We got to start earlier. But we now know that if we can do that number with another month, we can definitely break the existing record, which is obviously our goal.
So I have to ask, I mean, there's going to be accidents. Is there a cleanup crew at the ready tonight to make sure that, you know...
Scooby-Doo is on the job, absolutely, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, this is very exciting. How will you get a count of how many dogs? I mean, I guess you have people checking in?
They're clicking just like everything else, absolutely.
All right, well, Sam Cates, thank you so much for this. Folks, if you haven't gotten a chance, if you're not here tonight, please make sure you come next year, because as a dog lover, I've got to say, this is like the most delightful thing I've ever done. This is so cool.
Well, we feel the same way, which is why we brought our dog as well. So it's a great event. and it turned out to be a beautiful evening. So if we don't do it this year, next year for sure.
Fabulous. All right, Sam, thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here's a look at this episode's edition of the Goldeyes Top 5 Plays. We focus on the team's homestand from the middle of June, and we begin with number 5, June 17th against St. Paul. Goldeyes hanging on to a 3-2 lead in the top of the 8th inning. Saints with runners on and looking to go ahead. The closer Ryan Chafee shuts the door, getting Ryan Colwell to swing and miss. The Fish would hold on to win the game by that same score. Number 4, June 16th against St. Paul. David Bergen continues to be a welcome addition to the Fish, and he smokes this one to left field. The St. Paul fielder doesn't even bother running for it. It's a 2-run blast for Bergen, his second dinger of the game. At number 3, June 13th against the Texas Air Hogs. Goldeyes already routing the visitors, and Sean Pleffner continues the romp with a 3-run shot to right field. It caps off a career-high 6 RBI day for Pleffner. At number 2, more from Ryan Chafee on the mound, this from the June 15th game against Texas. Goldeyes with a 3-0 lead, and he will shut the door on the top of the 9th. A strikeout to clinch the victory. Chafee, one of the top closers in the American Association this season, and you can see why from this highlight pack. And at number 1, a big night for the Big Nude on June 17th against St. Paul. That's the nickname for Goldeyes starter Zach Nuding. He finished the night by allowing just 2 hits in 7 1/3 innings of work, and he went through the first 6 innings allowing no hits. Here's a couple of his outs from a night where he picked up a well-deserved victory.
Keep him on the plate. Keep him on the plate. Ooh, yeah, you let it eat right there. Atta baby. Doesn't that feel good to just let it go?
I like it.
Oh boy. I like when you take those swings the last in flips when you look pissed off.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I want. Get pissed off. That's just an ugly swing right there. That swing almost made me curse on audio right here. Hey, working hard to get the third now and everything, right?
Okay. Yep.
That's only your thought is to get there.
Look at Romanski's hair.
This is awful. That's just an.
How are you?
I don't know why you would ever look in the mirror and think that looks good. Romanski, that haircut is awful. Did you ask Skip what he's got on that haircut?
I know Skip don't like it. But it's okay.
Why are you bringing me into it?
I asked him. That boy, good battle. That boy. Do you want me to get them to get you that video of your tackle last night?
It's all over, isn't it?
Now the umpires are going to chase after him, and Derek Whitfield knocks him to the ground. Home plate umpire Derek Whitfield takes control of the situation and knocks the fan down at home plate.
That's awesome. That was great. That was the best thing in this whole series. You tracked him down.
I'll ever be known for that. I come back to Winnipeg.
That's good. I'd send that right to MLB. Say, look, I don't need to lose the weight. I got to act as a bouncer, too.
Exactly.
That was awesome, brother. That was awesome. Good one to hit.
Yeah, that was a change up hook.
Okay. Just make sure we're not raising up and off, right? Maybe we got to stay down and get your good drive to the baseball. I don't want you missing those good ones.
They've been beating me inside the past 2 days, so he was going to try to go in on me. So I'm thinking middle in right off the gate,
Okay.
first pitch.
Don't fall into that trap that, well, they're going to pound me in because they don't want me to.
Yeah.
They don't want me to advance the runner.
Right.
So you're changing your game plan of what you need to do to have a successful at bat right there, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Just don't fall into that trap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just going to make you better for it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
So when it happens again this inning, I expect you to do the same thing.
Out of the windup. The 3-2. Bergen drives it in the air, pretty deep left. Back goes Morrison. Back on the track at the wall, and it's gone. David Bergen homers for a third straight game against his former team.
And that's right there why you don't have to rush through at bats.
Absolutely.
You don't have to sit there and say, well, I thought he was going to do this on 0-0, and right? Because if you do that, and that at bat right there, you never give him a chance to hang that slider on 3-2.
I stayed right on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you go and yeah, you get away from what you want to hit early.
Yeah.
You never give him a chance to make that mistake right there.
Yeah.
Come on now, I just yelled at the kids about that last night.
But you got to go halfway if his back turned though.
Worst case, we got second and third, no outs. I don't need you to score on that ball, but I need you to tag. You know what I mean? I can't yell at the young kids and not yell at you. See, it's not always rainy and cold in Canada.
I was told it was supposed to be beautiful.
It was cold your first night, huh?
Yeah. Tom's being really nice today for some reason. This is today's obscure baseball term of the day. Today's obscure word of the day is rubber arm. This is a common term used for pitchers who can throw every single day. They don't need a rest, they don't need a break, they just have a rubber arm.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Ryan Pineda goes down on strikes. 6th strikeout of the ball game for Edwin Carl.
Home Run Sports is proud to support this community production of the Goldeyes Extra Inning. Official supplier to and proud sponsor of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, slide into Home Run Sports at Bishop Grandin and Lagimodiere or online at homerunsports.com. We've got all the bases covered at Home Run Sports. Get ready for your game.
Goldeyes Extra Inning resumes, and we're joined now by Tara Myslowski for the regular Beyond the Game segment. And Tara, one of the things you guys are so great at doing is getting out to the youth teams, not only in Winnipeg, but in rural Manitoba as well. First of all, how many requests do you get from teams throughout a year, and can you live up to all of them, I guess?
There's quite a bit. I mean, we have good relationships with a lot of communities outside Winnipeg, and I mean, they bring in hundreds of people to the game. So I mentioned that to the guys, and the guys are like, let's go out there. Why wouldn't we do something for them? So, I mean, we obviously try and accommodate as best as we can. The guys' schedule is pretty heavy in summer, whether they're here playing or whether they're traveling. But I like to think we keep a pretty good job keeping up to it.
Right. Last week, they were out in the Springfield Oakbank area, and where do the boys go this week?
So this week we had two. We had Thomas Bess and Cassie O'Grider out in Lac Du Bonnet with 5- and 6-year-olds. It was the cutest thing ever. They were running baseball drills with them, signed some autographs. And then we had Reggie Abercrombie, Ryan Chafee, and actually our new pitcher, Brandon Quintero, went out to Low Farm, Manitoba. And we go out there every year, ran some baseball camps, signed some autographs. We got a barbecue. The guys got fed. Everybody went home happy. But I think what a lot of people don't realize too, for example, the day we did travel to these camps, the guys played that morning at 11 a.m. So they played, you know, they had their energy after, got their energy levels back up, took a little nap in the car on the way there. But like we mentioned before, I mean, they're all big little kids. As soon as they get out on the field and they're with other kids, I mean, it's just a snap that happens. And I mean, they're big little kids themselves. So it's important to us. I mean, we love to get out as much as possible. We want our names out there. And I mean, to show the city of Winnipeg and just everybody that we are, you know, even though the players are here playing baseball, I mean, they like to give back to the community as well.
Very nice. Here's a little look at that visit right now. The Goldeyes to Lac Du Bonnet and Low Farm.
Pizza, proud sponsors of the Winnipeg Goldeyes and youth sports in Manitoba. Visit us online at bostonpizza.com.
Manitobans recycled over 85 tons of residential material last year. That's enough to fill Shaw Park over 10 feet high. When each person pitches in to help make our community greener, everybody wins. Learn more about Multi-Material Stewardship Manitoba and what you can and can't recycle by visiting simplyrecycle.ca.
Hi, I'm Tom Vaeth, and on this week's Inside the Lines, we're going to teach you how pitchers decipher the signals from the catcher. So today we have Alison Suarez, catcher for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, and he's going to show you how to relay signs to the pitcher. So the first one will be fastball away to a right-handed hitter. And as he gives his sign, then he sets up on the plate according to where he wants Edwin Carl to deliver the pitch. Our next sign will be curveball. And for these, we generally don't try to pick the side of the plate too much. We just want that pitch to be delivered over the plate for a strike. Every pitcher has a different set of pitches that they throw, unique to them. But most of the time for a catcher, the 3 is a slider. And then the last pitch will show you the sign for a changeup, which universal in baseball is 4 wiggle.
Hi, I'm Edwin Carl, right-handed pitcher for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, and this is my view from the pitcher's mound. So first pitch here, he gives me a fastball, and then he'll give me a location. So we'll say it's a right-handed hitter. If I like that pitch, I'll go ahead and start my delivery. If I don't like that, I'll shake until he gives me the pitch that I want.
Well, you are looking at a famous Winnipeg dog. This is Rusty. You might know him as a St. Boniface Hospital volunteer. He's there to make people feel comfortable as they're going in potentially for scary procedures or whatnot. Rusty is a wonderful contributor to our community and is here tonight at Bark at the Park. And he wears those glasses like a champ.
I love the glasses. I love the name too. Rusty. Rufus is another one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure there are a few Rufuses out here too.
Oh, for sure.
But Rusty's keeping me calm now too, so
Right?
this is great. I'm glad he's here beside us.
Well, we're going to go into a segment and meet Reggie Abercrombie, who is, you know, one of the stalwarts on this team. He's a former major leaguer. He was a massive part of the championship run. I mean, he's an all-star on every level. So we're going to get to know a little bit more about him. But you had a chance to be around him a little bit recently. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, one of the all-time Goldeyes greats, I think you could say, not only on the field, but off the field. If you remember the last Extra Inning show we did, we followed the Goldeyes to a camp in the Springfield Oakbank area. Reggie was one of the 3 Goldeyes that went out there, and it was interesting because the night before that camp, they played a very late game that was delayed by rain, and it ended after midnight. These guys were super tired coming to the Diamond in Oakbank, but when they got out there, they were kind of slow getting out to the field. But once they started showing the kids, Reggie just kind of flipped the switch, and he was like one of the kids out there. He was bouncing around the bases, high-fiving, screaming. It was awesome to see, and proof that this guy was a true man of the year in the American Association last year, so that was really fun to see. And Reggie's going to leave a lasting legacy in Winnipeg, no doubt about that.
He sure is. So we will meet or get to know Reggie a little bit better coming up in the segment. After that, we're bringing you another one of our BuzzFeed style segments. This time we got some Goldeyes to try some Canadian food that they may never have tried before and to get their impressions on it. Cassio Grider was one of the Goldeyes who did that segment with us. Unfortunately, he was just traded this past week and he is no longer with the team, but we wanted to keep him in this segment. First of all, he's hilarious, and second of all, he was a massive part of that championship run as well, a critical member of the 2016 Winnipeg Goldeyes, and really well loved in this community and well loved by fans. So this is sort of Cassio's swan song, our tribute to him and to other Goldeyes. But first, we meet Reggie Abercrombie.
Hi, I'm Reggie Abercrombie, outfielder for the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
And gone, Reggie Abercrombie. There's a base hit in the left field.
From Atlanta, Georgia. Started baseball when I was 14 years old in high school. My football coach was my baseball coach, so I had to actually play. So he made me play, so I came to love it, and I'm still doing it.
Holman's first pitch is ripped down the line. Rivera is going to stay at third, and on to second goes Reggie.
Career has taken me a lot of places. You know, I played in the big leagues for a while, played in independent, played in Mexico, played in Japan, played in Dominican, played in Venezuela.
There's a long
Nicaragua, and played at a lot of places.
Over comes Abercrombie. He's there. He makes the catch and hits the wall.
I played here in 2011 with Sioux Falls. When I played for Sioux Falls, they always booed me here and always got mad at me and always booed me. You know, the opportunity came in 2014 when my best friend was here, Ray Sadler. I just wanted to play with him because I thought it was going to be me and his last year. And we just got the opportunity to come here and play together, and I've been here ever since.
And there's a line drive, broken bat, base hit.
Oh, it's a lot funner when you're on this team and they cheer for you. So, you know, I have fun with it. I love it. You know, they're great fans. Like, everybody jokes with me talking about I'm the mayor, but I like having fun and I like coming here, and the fans, I enjoy it.
There is a shot into the gap. That's going to be a double, unless Reggie gets over, and he does. What an effort by Reggie Abercrombie. Boy, did he cover a lot of ground.
My hobbies are just, I like to chill at home. You know, I have a shoe problem, so I like to buy a lot of shoes, and you know, I have a lot of Jordans and Nikes and stuff, so I have a shoe problem. Cream and crop shoe has to be like, it's a Back to the Future shoe. I guess it's my best one. You know, it's my favorite one.
Are you a guy who wears his good shoes, or do you just own them and have them like on display, or even just in a box and you don't wear them?
Oh no, we wear them. Oh, we wear them. Gotta wear them. You can't buy shoes and not wear them. That's just outstanding. Like, my thing is, a lot of people buy shoes and don't wear them, like have millions of dollars. If I have millions of dollars, I still wear them. I got so many of them, I just wear them one time. So I just wear them probably one time, and that's about it.
How many shoes do you have then?
Trying to get me in trouble or something. Like, if people don't know I got a lot of shoes, they're gonna try to get me. No, I have a little, I think about 600.
That's nuts.
Hey, I got a problem.
You do have a problem.
Great pitch down. Abercrombie just jumped all over it. Was looking dead red.
My favorite movie is Friday.
Damn!
My favorite TV show used to be the Chappelle Show, but now it's The Simpsons.
I got it! Yes!
My favorite band and musical act gotta be T.I. That's a rapper out of Atlanta, Georgia. Favorite post-game meals gotta be fried chicken. Always gotta eat chicken. You know, people say it was like a long time ago, I got told that Wade Boggs ate chicken every day before a game and he hit 300 every year. So, you know, I try to eat chicken every day before post-game.
For example, you eat chicken before every game, is that right?
Right, every day game or just before night game. I have to have chicken.
Favorite snack food gotta be candy. Any kind of candy, like any kind of fruity candy is delicious. Like Jolly Rancher, 9-laters, any kind of fruity candy is the best.
And finally, who is your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero gotta be, I go with Spider-Man. I mean, because everybody thinks Spider-Man's not strong, but Spider-Man is one of the strongest. So he got web, he swings, so Spider-Man.
Oh, that was awesome.
A call now to all Goldeyes fans. We want you to show us how passionate you really are. Send us your photos from a game or from home. Show us how you support the Fish. Send those photos to our Shaw TV Winnipeg Facebook page or our Twitter account at Shaw TV Winnipeg. You'll have a chance to win some tickets and will even be featured in our Goldeyes Extra Inning show. And now it's time for our trivia question, and you can send us the answer for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming home game. The question is, before returning to the Fish this season, Josh Romanski had his contract purchased by which MLB team? Message us your answers on Facebook or Twitter for a chance to be in the stands at Shaw Park.
Fender bender, rear ender, Mako Collision Repair and Auto Painting, 983 Wall Street. Proud sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Wonder Bar, a peanut butter caramel.
This thing is gonna be delicious.
You gotta say it like the Viking. Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
Yeah.
Wunderbar. Is this for real? Holy cow. How are you supposed to digest this if you can't even break it in half?
Am I a child? I'm a child.
I like the inside of it. Caramel's tearing up my teeth, but hey.
Yeah, these are really good.
I'll tell you what, you can't eat this in the office because look, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. They know if you had this.
You were eating a Wonder Bar.
Where's my Wonder Bar?
Who had a Wonder Bar?
Crumbs all over you. No, it was me. Not me. Caramel dripping down your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Okay,
M&Ms.
so just-
no, there's
so
look,
discuss
you open
the-
them on the thing. Right here.
Now, aren't Smarties something else in States?
Yes.
Yeah, they're little tarts.
Sweet tarts.
Yeah.
Or shock tarts.
No. The Smarties, they're in that little.
I think they actually.
They're in that clear thing.
They might have
with the rolls on the side.
Smarties are not chocolate. They're little chalk things, right?
Yeah, but we call them rockets. Rockets. They come in those little plastic
Okay, we
things.
can't be this close as countries and not be on the same page with stuff.
Oh, they're chocolate.
I know, but M&Ms, dude, these are just knockoff M&Ms.
Yeah, they're good.
These ones melt in your hand.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't taste the same.
No, but these are just as good.
I gotta get the wrist tape on for this one.
Cleanse the palate. Ketchup chips.
I'm not eating those.
Ketchup chips. What's the macros on these? Too many carbs per package.
Open them. I'm gonna have one.
I'll
but
try.
I did not like those at all.
I'd stay away from potato chips.
Yeah, these are terrible.
No!
Who puts ketchup on chips?
You put ketchup on everything.
I
And
know.
see, don't see how they messed this up? First of all, when you're opening ketchup eggs, you gotta open up from the bottom.
It tastes like a dog biscuit. I mean, I never eat ketchup by itself. I would never eat those.
You gotta, look at this one.
It tastes like ketchup, man.
These are, see, these
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
I
not
don't
a
like
good
those,
day.
man.
See, but look, there's not enough
don't like
ketchup on
those.
this.
Next thing, please. Oh. What is this?
Jamie puts this in the locker room all the time.
It smells like maple.
Yeah, maple cookies. Cookies.
Oh, you guys did well with those. You did good.
Coffee crisp.
Ooh, never had one.
No, I actually did have one of these. I stayed at a friend's
Well,
house.
Carl, open it
Well, she wanted us to discuss it.
after we try it.
They're pretty good.
I'm thinking it's gonna taste like coffee.
Yeah.
With a little bit of crisp.
I mean, they're good.
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah.
Now, what do those taste like? Besides coffee, obviously, there's like the texture or something.
Listen to that crisp. Can you get that crisp?
Look, hold on, let's be running back up.
It's like a fat Kit Kat bar.
Yeah.
Tastes like coffee.
Yeah, these are good. How much caffeine's in this?
I like reading the backs, you know?
Why?
Because you never know.
You're an athlete. You can
You
eat
never,
everything.
you never know, though.
It says coffee is one of the ingredients. That's not going to replace any sort of caffeine I take.
Maybe this guy likes ketchup chips. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be enjoying the game, though.
I'm just so impressed at how relaxed these guys are. Like I said earlier in the show, I thought it was going to be a complete zoo and dogs
Not at
barking
all.
everywhere. But this is awesome. This is tremendous. I hope they break that world record for sure. But this is going to be a popular attraction every single year, I think, here in Winnipeg.
Absolutely. Well, I'm bringing my two dogs next year, no question about it. I can't believe I didn't bring them today. It would have been impossible to control.
How do you think they'd handle this scene?
One well, the other one not so well. But plus,
Okay.
you know, working and having a microphone, it would have been a little chaotic. Would have been too much.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, great fun with the guys, trying some Canadian food, as well as Tom Vaeth and Reggie Abercrombie today. Really excellent episode, and we've got, of course, a lot more fun planned for you next week. But there was some Tom Vaeth stuff that did not quite make the cut.
We had them mic'd for half a game, but there was so much. I can't imagine how much we would have had if we would have stayed here for 9 innings. But here is kind of the best that didn't make it from Goldeyes first base coach and hitting coach Tom Vaeth.
And we'll see you next week.
You want the beard out this year?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think you want to stick with a little Fu Manchu.
I've had a beard before. I've had the food too. Don't be mad at me because you can't grow a real man beard.
Tom, you're like 40 and don't have a beard either.
By my choosing.
By 5 o'clock you go, right? I mean, yours only comes in right here. Hey, did you show them the photo?
The rest is just gray.
We would have a similar beard.
I'll show you my beard. You give me a.
I'll give you a.
Now, I don't wear it full underneath here because I can't stand the itching. I cut mine at the jawline.
Beard butter. Beard butter.
All right.
I know, but this is yours here. You don't have anything above that, hardly.
Well, I'll show you. We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm not showing you. I'm gonna show Jason.
Okay, and then now
I value his opinion, not yours.
I know, but I want to see